Hi, John. Welcome. My name is Dr. Smith, and I'll be taking care of you today. What brings you here?
Well, doctor, I've had this horrible pain in my left ear for the past few days, and it's been getting progressively worse. At first, it was just a dull ache, but now it's sharp and throbbing, and it's really bothering me. It's been hard to concentrate at work, and even during my university classes, I can't focus on anything. I've been feeling tired because the pain keeps me up at night, and it's starting to affect my mood, too. To make matters worse, when I woke up this morning, I noticed some pus on my pillow, and that really scared me. I've never seen anything like that before, and it made me realize that this might be more serious than I thought.
I'm sorry you've been going through this, John. Thank you for sharing your symptoms with me. I can imagine how uncomfortable and alarming that must be. Before we proceed, I'd like to ask a few more questions. Have you experienced any other symptoms like fever, headaches, or dizziness?
Yes, actually, I did have a mild fever last night, and I've been feeling a bit dizzy lately, but I thought it was just because of the pain and lack of sleep.
Thank you for mentioning that. The dizziness and fever can be related to the ear infection, so it's good to know. Now, have you had any similar ear problems before, or is this your first time experiencing something like this?
This is my first time. I've never had ear issues before.
Thanks for clarifying. I'm going to have a closer look at your ear to understand what's going on. Would you mind if I examine your left ear now?
No problem. Go ahead.
Thanks, John. Let's have a look. All right. Based on my examination and your symptoms, it looks like you are suffering from severe otitis media. Have you ever heard of that before?
No, not really. What exactly is it?
Otitis media is an infection or inflammation in the middle ear, which is the space just behind your eardrum. This condition is often caused by bacterial or viral infections that spread from a sore throat, cold, or respiratory infection. The pain and pressure you're feeling come from fluid buildup behind your eardrum.
That makes sense. But why was there pus on my pillow this morning?
That's a good question. The pus you saw is a result of an infection that built up behind your eardrum, causing pressure. A small perforation or tear in your eardrum allowed the pus to drain out. While this might seem alarming, the perforation often helps reduce the pain because the pressure is released.
Wow, I see. Do you think this might affect my hearing somehow?
That's a very valid concern, John. While the perforation might temporarily affect your hearing, it usually heals on its own without permanent damage. Once the infection clears and the eardrum heals, your hearing should return to normal. If the perforation doesn't heal, we may need to discuss further interventions, but that's quite rare.
That's a relief, doctor. But is there anything I should be worried about while it's healing?
The main thing is to avoid getting water or any other substances into your ear, as this could worsen the infection or slow down the healing process. No swimming, no inserting cotton swabs, and definitely no eardrops unless I prescribe them.
Got it. And how can we treat this?
I'm going to prescribe you a 7-day course of broad-spectrum antibiotics to fight the infection. It's important that you complete the full course, even if you start feeling better sooner. We'll also schedule a follow-up appointment in a week to assess how your ear is healing. If your hearing hasn't fully returned, we might consider further evaluation, like audiological testing.
Besides taking the antibiotics, is there anything else I should do or avoid?
I'm glad you asked. Avoid any activities that involve rapid changes in air pressure, like flying or diving, as these can worsen your ear condition.
Oh no, that's tough. I love scuba diving with my friends every weekend.
I understand how frustrating that must be, John, but diving while your ear is healing could make things worse. Continuing to dive might lead to a chronic condition or even permanent hearing loss. It's really important to give your ear time to recover fully.
Yeah, I don't want to risk that. I guess I'll just have to sit out for a while.
That's the best approach, John. I know it's not easy, but your health comes first. Here's your prescription for the antibiotics, and my secretary will set up your follow-up appointment for next week. I'm also giving you this leaflet with more information about otitis media, including some tips on prevention and care.
Thanks, doctor. This really puts my mind at ease.
You're welcome, John. I'm glad to hear that. Do you have any other questions or concerns?
No, I think that covers everything. Thank you so much for your help.
You're very welcome, John. Take care of yourself, follow the instructions, and I'll see you in a week. Have a great day.
You too, doctor. Thanks again.